You're listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another podcast of All Things Sports with Mike Davis. I thank you for including my podcast into your day or night when you decide to listen. If you're listening on Spotify, be sure to follow the podcast. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Go to the Facebook page and get in contact with the show for comments or suggestions. I won't take up much more of your time. Let's get into it. All right, so six-time All-Star forward Blake Griffin has now signed with the Brooklyn Nets for the rest of the season. Now, because Brooklyn will be in the luxury tax next season, now the most that the Nets could offer Griffin as a free agent was the $5.9 million taxpayer mid-level exception. Now, Griffin, he will earn $29.8 million from the Pistons next year as part of his buyout agreement. And he's made roughly $250 million in career earnings. So, I would do anything right now to be Blake Griffin. But nonetheless, Blake Griffin this season, he's averaging 12 points, 5 boards, 3 assists a game. My thoughts on this signing for the Brooklyn Nets, I think this now takes Brooklyn to the team to be in the Eastern Conference. Before, when they had traded away Jared Allen for your man, the Beard, from the Houston Rockets, I liked the trade, but I still wasn't sold on it. I felt like Brooklyn gave up too much, especially inside, to get Harden. And I just didn't know how that would work in the playoffs versus a team like the Philadelphia 76ers. You have the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks don't scare me only because it's Mike Budenholzer coaching the team. I've never believed in Mike Budenholzer as a playoff coach. He'll get you 50 to 60 wins in the regular season, and then he'll fizzle out and won't make adjustments in the playoffs. So, in the East, it's pretty much been Philadelphia as the front runner. And when Brooklyn made the trade to get Harden, you had them now joining the likes of the 76ers. And now with them signing Blake Griffin, I now put the Brooklyn Nets as the favorite to come out of the East. I think that Brooklyn, honestly, will win the NBA Finals. I don't see no team in the West challenging them, especially the Lakers with AD, being out. He's hurt right now. And, in a season the way it is now, it's going to take you a little while to get into the flow of things, So I like Brooklyn. I thought this was a great signing for them, needing help up front. Someone that can help out DeAndre Jordan. So you have a reunion right there with Jordan and Griffin coming, joining forces again after playing with the LA Clippers together for a little while. I like the move. Blake Griffin, I won't go as far to say that he is a shell of his old self, but he's clearly not, Clipper Blake Griffin. He's not a guy who you're going to ask to go out there and give you 20 and 10 a night. But the guy can still produce. And coming into a situation where you have Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Harden, you have scoring all over this team. Well, I can't say all over this team, but those three guys can give you 25 points and up a night. They can get 25 a night together. But Blake Griffin is going to be asked to come in and just rebound, play defense. That is it. They don't need any scoring from him. They don't need him to be they don't need him to be the man as he was in LA. Just come in and play basketball. And if you're Blake Griffin, you can't ask for a better situation than that, as you're going to be earning money from the Pistons as well as part of this buyout. And now you have the opportunity to get a championship ring. And, let's just call it what it is, ring chase. And look, I have no problems with guys ring chasing once they reach the end of their career. Once you're toward the end, I have no problem with that. And Blake Griffin might be starting the tail end of his career. I don't see him playing until he's 36, 37. I believe he's 31 now. I believe he is. So I have no problem with this signing. I think it is a great signing for the Brooklyn Nets. And I have them coming out of the Eastern Conference now. Before, I wasn't so sure because they lost that big man in Jared Allen. But I'm fine with Blake Griffin being an anchor behind DeAndre Jordan. So, smart move by the Nets. No one in the East, I believe, is beating them. It's too much firepower for Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks to combat. Same with the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's having an MVP year. I still don't like Ben Simmons' game. It's too inside oriented. They like clogging the lane. But look, I like Brooklyn. I like what they've done. Brooklyn is in a win now at any cost mode, and I think they're going to be NBA champions. All right, so before I get out of here, this day in sports. Back in 1995, baseball, Major League Baseball awarded a franchise to the city of Tampa. I can't say Tampa Bay. I don't know why we say Tampa Bay. It's Tampa. Where did the Bay come from? I have to look that up. I never understood where the Bay came from. Tampa Bay. Because it's not the city. It's not Tampa Bay. It's just Tampa. Tampa, Florida. But nonetheless, in 1995, Major League Baseball awarded the city of Tampa the Devil Rays. Not now known as, but previously known as the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, because as the years went on, they took the devil out of the name. And simply, they are known now as the Tampa Bay Rays. So, 95, there you go. Tampa Bay Rays were awarded to the city of Tampa and the state of Florida. And my red pill comment of the day, gentlemen, women, never forget this, women, they want future with a degree. They want future with a degree. That's what they want. They want a guy that's going to get to just a little bit of trouble, but not enough trouble where he'll go to prison and he can come home at the end of the night. It is what it is. Hey, look, that's all I got for you tonight, folks. I thank you for including my podcast into your day. If you're listening on Spotify, follow the podcast. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Go to the Facebook page, get in contact with the show for comments or suggestions. You've been listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis. And remember, it's your world. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm out. Peace.
You're listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis.